In 1982, 20th Century Fox released the action film Megaforce to theaters. Directed by former stuntman Hal Needham and starring Barry Bostwick and Persis Khambatta, Megaforce bombed hard at the box office, and was nominated for 3 Golden Raspberry Awards, including Worst Picture. So it was on that basis that 20th Century Fox decided to create an Atari VCS game inspired by the film. You know it just had to be a winner, right? Right?
This video supported in part by...
Playing VR, I tend to sweat. It gives me an edge. So King of Nerds happens to give me an edge too. Let King of Nerds give you the edge. Bye, King of Nerds.
Hey there, welcome back to GenXGrownUp. I'm John, I am a GenXGrownUp. Thank you for taking the time to check out this video. In the film, Megaforce is a secret army of international soldiers enlisted to protect the Republic of Sardoon. And so, in the Atari VCS game, written by Douglas Neubauer and released in 1982, you are a member of that fighting force tasked with protecting the city. Pretty direct mapping of the plot, actually. Now, Megaforce isn't a game I ever played as a kid, and my first impression, playing it now, wasn't great. But for this Friday Plays, I studied the manual and invested the time to understand why this game has such a following. And that following includes GXG fan and viewer 1969 Eliminator, who requested I feature this game here on Friday Plays. Eliminator, thanks for the suggestion. Let's go see what all the fuss is about.
So here is Megaforce, and the first thing that I'll say is pretty impressive visuals for a 4K cartridge. You know, I noticed like the design of the city, that's your city there of Sardon that you have to protect. When you get to the other end of the map, there's the enemy city, looks similar to that, but it's black and red. You have this interesting kind of horizon in the distance with the hills and almost like the sundown looking rainbow of colors that's on the sand there, and what I can only assume is a desert. The goal, as I mentioned in Megaforce, you're a member of Megaforce. You're sent to defend the city of Sardon, that's this one, from the evil and aggressive neighboring city of Gamibia. They don't mention the Gamibia in the manual for the game, but that's the name of the city in the movie, so I'm assuming it's Gamibia. So let's talk about options first. So color black and white doesn't do anything except change it color black and white, as you can see, and it really doesn't do a great job of doing high contrast with the color black and white. But the difficulty switches, we'll talk about those in a minute. Let's start with Game Select. So top of the screen is very important. Right now it says Megaforce 1. I've hit Game Select. It's going to change to 2, 3, 4. And what it changes, you can see on screen. It's the amount of fuel, starts with 39 and 4 extra. Game 2, less fuel, 3 men. Game 3, less fuel, 4 men. And then if you get to game option 4, 99 fuel, 8 men, and the enemies don't shoot at you. Well, the missiles shoot, but the UFOs won't shoot at you. So that's the training mode. So I'm going to use that for the walkthrough of the game, but then we play for a points run later. So it'd be easy to think, look, if you just hit start, you've never seen this game before, here's how I erroneously played it in the past. You fly your little Moto-Fighter, periodically stop and blow up some UFOs. Sometimes they run into me. That happened to me a lot because it takes a long time to change direction. It's like a half a screen width. So you've got to be prepared. So while you're playing, you can see the top of the screen, there's currently this blue and red flashing. So red means enemies are in range. Blue means your city is still alive. If that flashing from red to blue becomes red to black or just solid black, it means your city has been destroyed already. And the way that works, let me just get some UFOs to go past me. There, so see how that UFO went left west of me? I'm trying to get him to just run away. We should listen. When we get to the distance, we should hear some explosions. There we go. Hear those explosions? He's shooting at my city. Let's come back here. And it's gone. See how it's flashing black? He's destroyed my entire city. Now, that's bad news because now you won't get points for destroying the city at the other end. But that's the thing that left me wondering all the time. I'm going to start this again. And again, if I just fly, my goal is to get to the other end. Let me just show you the city on the other end. If you just haul butt, you'll get there. The rockets on the bottom will shoot up at you, yeah, but you'll go past them. And in about 5 of these little laps, you'll get to this city, and you blow it up. There it is. And then I do that, and I have 1 point. 1 point. Because once your city is destroyed, you can't earn points until the next round. And so what I used to do is just fly to the end to shoot the city, and not understand why I'm not making any points. Look, this is very clearly Defender-esque, right? This is, and you think of it as a wraparound game, but it's not. It's really a policing the city game. You're just kind of making sure nobody gets there while you're on your way to the other city. So what I was picturing as a fast-paced action-adventure, like the movie or like the commercial, it's not. It's more about being on patrol. You're a glorified city cop, right? You're working your way across town. Don't let any of the thugs past you, and on your way, they don't spin around. They don't go off one end to the other. It's all moving forward. So if I were to just move across here and don't let any pass me, take my time, make sure nobody gets past me, or I die. And even if I die, it's okay as long as they don't come over here and get past you to shoot your city down. So the base mechanic is that, right? You need to defend the city by not letting any of the UFOs get past, little airships, and go and destroy the other city. In the midst of that, you've got to monitor your fuel. Now, you've seen the fuel ticking down up there, 80, 79. One fuel unit per second. And you have all these fuel tanks. So there's this extra mini game to know about. Shoot 3 fuel tanks, 1, 2, 3, and a bonus prize appears. Now, what bonus prize appears is random. Well, it's somewhat random. Actually, let's go to the difficulty switches, which we'll talk about in a moment. And if it's anything enemy-based, like if it's one of the UFOs or one of the missiles, don't shoot it, because that's bad news. But if it's anything else, shoot it. Some are points, some are fuel endpoints. Let me put up this little chart from the manual. There's a lot of options it can be. But no, don't shoot things that look like alien ships, because that actually adds more alien ships into the game and makes it more difficult. So as you cruise through the game, you've got to avoid those missiles on the ground as well. Now, once they're in the air, you can't shoot them. So all you can do is dodge them. You've got to be careful to not be making a U-turn at the wrong time. When your fuel gets under 20, you'll kind of flash at you. Let you hear that. See my little flashing moto ship there, my Moto-Fighter. So when that happens, just shoot some fuel. You got about 20 seconds. Oh, see how that, that cruise missile was after me? So let's talk a little bit about the difficulty. Now, we're still on the easy difficulty here, but the difficulty switches don't technically affect difficulty so much as they do mechanics of the game. So the left difficulty on A and B, A is a harder mode. In B, the little prizes you get when you shoot fuel tanks are in a normal sequence, and you could predict them after a while. In the A mode, they're totally randomized, so you never know what you're going to get. It's always a good idea to not just willy-nilly shoot these, because you never know what's the third one going to be, right? You shoot that, and what's the prize going to be? It's a UFO. Don't shoot that. You can't just be rapid fire. In fact, this is more of a game of precision. Tap the fire. And it has an auto fire, so it's so tempting to just want to do that. The right difficulty switch controls the aggressiveness of the airships. In normal difficulty, when you fly past them, they will tend to kind of hang around a fuel depot. But on the A difficulty, they will make a beeline for your city. Now, that doesn't matter so much as long as you clean them up. But if you don't, like I tended to not do, and only getting, a couple thousand points because I didn't know what I was doing. And speaking of lives, I should note there are a few ways to die. Of course, you can get hit by one of these, ground-to-air missiles that are currently shooting at me. You can also run out of fuel. That's an easy way to die. You can also get hit by one of the enemy ships or missiles. Or, if your city of Sardoon is destroyed, you're going to lose a ship. You're going to lose one of your lives for sure. And that's basically the cost of rebuilding the city. So all of that means this is not a go as fast as you can and careful not to get shot game. This is just kind of monitoring the mall, keeping an eye on people so they don't, rob the Orange Julius while you're on your way to get the shoplifters, is what it is. Once I understood what it was, I appreciated it better. But man, it was hard to get into at first because you have to change your concept of what a horizontal scrolling shooter like this is. It's horizontal and it's a shooter, but it's not about moving fast and shooting. It's about keeping the riffraff away from your city so that you can go and destroy theirs many times. Now, that being said, I'm going to do a points run, and I'm going to do it on game option 1. I'm going to do game option 1, standard difficulty, that's both switches in B, and we're going to see what we can do. I find that I can typically get about 20,000 points or so. Maybe if I'm concentrating, I might even do better than that, but we'll see. But it should be a good challenge for you to check out. I know a lot of people on Discord like to take our Friday plays and go over and see if they can meet or beat, my high score. Yeah, I welcome it. I love it. I love to see people discovering or rediscovering games because I featured them here. Before we do that, I'm going to remind you, of course, of our store, GenXGrownUp.com/merch. You can get cool original designs, mashups of our logos, like my shirt you saw as I was standing in the studio, with other things, or original designs from pop culture or gaming or any kind of nerdery. Look, you can get those things printed on hats and shirts and mugs and stickers and pins and whatever you're looking for. Please keep us in mind if you're looking for something for yourself or gift for someone else. Every dollar not only supports Gen X Grown Up, but get you something cool to either wear or put on your car or sticker or something. So thank you for keeping us in mind. Okay, let's get to the game then and see how well I can do. I'm excited to do that. I was not excited about this a day ago, but now I am because I think I get it and I understand it's not just an exercise of futility, it's a strategic game. So, all right, here we go. So usually the first UFOs are going to be right after the, there they are. Take care of those guys right away. Don't let anybody pass you. That's the main goal. Nobody gets past. Now let's go back and get some fuel. And this is a persistent world, right? So as you clean away the UFOs to the west of you, there will be no more unless you let them pass you. So you can always go west and be safe. Another UFO there. A little fuel down to 41. Let's just zap a couple of these. There, I can shoot that. As long as it doesn't look like one of the enemies, you can pick up that bonus thing. There's he. Whoa, oh, this one got past me. Let's go get him. Whoo, just got him. Okay, good. Just don't let them past you. There they are. Where you at? Come on. Let's go pick up a little fuel while we're here. Oh, UFO, don't shoot it. Whoa! Whoa! Get past that. Ooh. All right, down to 44. Still pretty good. Oh, there's the bad city. Gamibia, you're going down. Got it. So look at that. Now, one level. Almost 7,000 points. Once you know what you're doing, there's... Ooh! Oh, I saw that rocket coming after me. He's a heat seeker. And the world is persistent. You notice when I die, it starts me all the way back by my city. But anything you've cleared so far stays cleared. Look after this fuel down there. There we go. And there's the tendency to just rapid fire, you gotta fight. Because you wanna make sure you have a bullet ready whenever there's a UFO, like that. Yeah, there we go. Should be almost there, I think. Almost. Just grab a little fuel while we're here. Get 3 of them. There we go, that's a bonus, got it. Great, 53 fuel. We should be just about there, I think. Yeah, there it is. Destroy that city. There you go. And you get like 300 to 600 points for every one of those little towers of the enemy city. Just one. Now, later levels, what happens is, look, you get more UFOs. Oh, I need fuel, down to 18. Luckily, fuel is pretty plentiful. Whoa. Whoa, get out. Okay, whew, that was close. Oh, 3 of them. Got them. Just take your time. Don't be in a hurry. I spent so much time trying to get away from the UFOs and race to the other end that I didn't realize I just needed to take my time. And by no means do you let anybody get west of you. If they do, you turn around and chase them down like I just did. Whoa! There we go, extra man. There's an extra man. Love that. Whoa, UFOs! Just lost my extra man, but... And look how I just have to get past all this stuff I just cleared, right? Until I'll see the flashing red. Should be right up here. I was getting pretty close. Oh, low on fuel. Oh, I get hit again. I know the UFOs are coming somewhere. See the flashing alert there? There they are. There we go. Let's grab a little fuel. It's right behind me. Great. I think I'm almost there. Yep, there it is. Destroy the city. Eat that, Gamibia. Ooh. Oh, I knew that thing was getting close to me. 20 grand. All right. So look, respectable run. If not a world record run, you know, it's okay. Looking for UFOs. There they are. Oh, got hit again. This is my last life. Oh, those darn UFOs. I'd like to get one more city. That'd be nice. Whoa, the one got away. Get after him. He's on this level. He'll be on that level when you get back to him. Got him. Don't let him get past. And in shooting stuff, look, we're getting some more bonus points. Up 21 grand now. Let's grab this fuel while we can. All right, UFO, we don't want that, so we're gonna let it go. There's UFOs. Ugh. We should be all right. City's coming up, I think. Whoa! He's getting away from me. Go back, go back. He's on this level. Where is he at? There he is. I knew he was over there. I think we're just about clear to get to Gamibia again. Close, close. There's one. Oh, there's one. Got him. There it is. Just blow these up real quick. Got it. Whoo, 26 grand. We're still in our last life, though. It could end any second, but I think we've had a good run. Whoa, speaking of which, boom. As if I predicted it. Look, 26 grand. Not too shabby on Megaforce, as I've learned. And I think I could get even better if I spent more time getting used to like the attack patterns of the UFOs that come in. But the big takeaway here is this. If you're like me and you played Megaforce for 30 seconds or 60 seconds and a list of emulated games and went, it's you get killed too easy and just you can't get any points. There's more there. Spend a little time reading that manual. I think there's more to find.
My first dozen or maybe 24 attempts at Megaforce were before reading the manual or understanding the rules of the world, and it wasn't that enjoyable. I was killed all too often, and even after destroying the enemy city a couple of times, I couldn't even crack like 4,000 points. It wasn't until I not only read the instructions start to finish, but also spent some time with it, that I came to appreciate Megaforce is a much more strategic shooter, not your classic shoot everything that moves type game. Now, it's not without its flaws, but I've come around and can truly appreciate what Megaforce has to offer. 1969 Eliminator, thank you for the suggestion. I cover a different vintage game each week here on Friday Plays, so if you have a suggestion, we'll drop it down in the comments. Meanwhile, links to more episodes here and here that you can watch right now. I certainly hope you found something to enjoy in this video, and I cannot wait to talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.